Hey everybody, today we're going to be creating our second look using the Gerard Cosmetics Cotton Candy Queen eyeshadow palette. So if you'd like to see the look I create, stay exactly where you are because we're getting into it right now. So someone commented on my first look using this palette requesting a softer look. So today that's what I'm going for. I'm not going to do any cut creases. Maybe I'll add some base on after I blend out the matte so that the shimmer is just as vibrant as possible. But I'm going to try and keep it softer and tamed and toned down just a little bit if I can. Got my eyes primed using the Gerard Cosmetics Clean Canvas Eye Base in the shade Medium, of course. Now, softer. No hard lines, don't get dramatic. Softer. Let's just jump right in. I'm gonna start with the shade Ice Cream Drip, and that's gonna go pretty much all over the crease except the inner corner. So I'm just gonna start working this one in the outer corner, and I'm gonna be really curious to see how these build up on top of a skin-toned base instead of a white base. I mean, we know they were dramatic on a white base, but then again, just about any shadow is gonna be more intense on a white base versus a skin tone base, but I figured since we were going softer today, I would roll with a skin tone base so everything could blend in and look sort of natural on the skin. None of these shades are natural, of course, but you get the general idea. Not gonna lie, I'm already sort of loving this smoky pastel kind of effect, and good news, we are accomplishing softer. But I of course want to go a little bit brighter and use the shade Nostalgic Taste, the bright yellow matte, and that's gonna go in the inner corner. Now remember when I used this shade the first time, it really did not want to build up on the lower lash line, but I did have a bunch of powder down and it was set concealer. It wasn't on a tacky base, and this is a tacky base, so let's see the payoff we get just with a tacky base. Oh. Okay, I was worried for nothing. So we're gonna build, and then blend. Now to blend out the purple, and luckily, as I was blending the purple out anyway, it started creating this sort of pink halo around the purple, so I'm just gonna use Cupcake Royalty to continue blending that out, because it's already kind of that color, so why not? And this time, instead of packing on a bunch of pigment, I'm tapping off the excess, and I'm just gonna start lightly blending out the edge of the purple. Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure that's all I'm gonna do for the mattes. I think I'm happy where this is. It's soft, it's very blown out, still very pastel, but I do need to clean up the inner corner a little bit before I go in and cut the crease, but also not really cut the crease. I just want the inner corner to be clean so it doesn't get all textured and gross. So using a pointed cotton swab and some micellar water, I'm just gonna cut out a shape in the inner corner and get rid of just some of that eyeshadow pigment that's left over. I'm cleaning up only the inner corner using a pointed cotton swab and some micellar water. So using my clean canvas eye base and a super sharp concealer brush, I'm just gonna cut out this inner corner. Next, I'm gonna use Castle of Sprinkles yet again, but this time it's going all over the lid, except for the inner corner. That's gonna be saved for yellow. Oh yes! All of the sparkles really get to show now. Oh, that's amazing. That shade is so much fun. It's purple, it's matte, but it's also sparkly. Now for the inner corner, before I actually go in with the shimmer shade, I'm just gonna pat this base out one more time so it's not creasy and textured. And now we get to use the shade Sugar Climax. And just gonna pat her all over the inner corner of the lid. Kind of blow it up into the matte shade as well, just so it's not super concise. I don't want it to look like a cut crease. I want it to look softer than a cut crease. And of course, I'm just gonna work the blend between those two, make it a little softer. Because I had that fresh eyeshadow base sat down on the lid so that I could lay this purple on it, I just want to take the fluffy brush I was using earlier in the shade Ice Cream Drip and blend out those edges. That way they sort of melt into that softer purple and there's no harsh line there anymore. Wow. So much better already. Let's tidy up these edges. The edges are cleaned up, and this is pretty much it for the eyeshadow look. I mean, that was pretty simple. Just some yellow, some purple, some pink, and we have a cute, soft pastel look. I'm gonna go ahead and finish off my face makeup off camera. Give me just a second, and we'll see the finished look. I do believe we have achieved our goal. This looks super soft. It was really hard for me not to go in with some big giant wings, some really bright, bold colors, you know, like I do, but I refrained. Instead, I did a bright poppin' lip to offset my soft eyes. But again, just like our first look using the Cotton Candy Queen eyeshadow palette, palette, I love this look just as much. For today's blush, I used Candy Petals, and it was almost exactly the same shade pink as what I used on the border of the purple, so I went ahead and just blended that pink out into the blush to melt them together, and I love the effect that it gave. It just makes the eyes and the cheeks tie in a little bit better. I do feel like I need a wing. I feel naked on my lid. I feel like I need a black line going right here to really sharpen that inner corner like I've been doing a lot lately, but I stayed away from it today so we could keep it soft, more pastel-y, more blended, more blown out instead. So here we are. That being said, what do you guys think of the look? Let me know down in the comments, let's talk about it. And if you enjoyed watching this video, watching this tutorial, please hit subscribe right down there. If you like my work and you want to help support me a little bit more, subscribing does that for me. And it's completely free. So thank you so much in advance if you do. I really appreciate it. Also, if you like this look and you want to see more looks like them, you can follow me on Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, and TikTok. My username is the same for everything. It's just ChristopherJMUA. I love you guys so much, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!